let me add a little something on top of this. Let me follow up my last contribution. Now, it seemed that the leader, your leader of the Afro-Caribbean community in the UK, online, your leader, your female leader, your Helen of Troy, in this instance, came at the Asian community, right? Okay, he came at the Asian community. He declared that the black community should boycott Asian stores. Okay, that's what you said, right? That's the bottom line, because everything else is redundant. Yeah, talking about alternative investments, and we're going to invest in our own, and blah blah blah. That's fallacy. Forget that. Scratch that. You don't know nothing about that. And resources. You don't know nothing about resources. All you wanted was them to stop shopping in Asian stores for whatever reason you wanted. That's fine. Okay? Well, it's not fine, but yeah. So now, let's look at how things have progressed from when you started to say that to where you are now. As I've said, you've had a firefight with a young man named Clue, where it's got out of hand. And all talk of building, etc., has all gone out the window. Because as we know, as I've said in the last video, those things can't match, okay? Right? They can't marry, okay? So now let's take this point of view of, let's say, the community that you came against and offended. So let's say they're looking in, yeah? Let's say, like, my name today is going to be Answer, okay? I've heard this woman come on, very loud and brash. Heard what she's had to say. Okay, I'm offended, but they've come back actually and said different things. Some have abused her, which is wrong. Some have said this and that racially, that is wrong. Some have said, okay, go ahead and do it. That's fine. Some have said, go ahead and do it, and cool, we have our business, you have your business, whatever. Taking a liberal approach, whatever. Some have said, we'll even help you. Some have even said, go and build a quality control board to deal with customer service. And the rest, give us a holler and we'll help you out. You never know, we could partner up, whatever it is. So, now, because they come from a different place, okay? One of building, okay? They do. And for the most part, they're on point, they think logically, they're coherent, they're cognitive, apart from the nonsense, the racial nonsense. But having said that, that's just a response of her coming at them. Because let's not forget, she did say, as I've seen, when someone said, oh, well, your man's Asian, she said you never date one, so that shows hate there, okay? So yeah, whatever it is, whatever she's doing there, that's right, okay. So, taking all these things into consideration, yeah, they must look at us and, like anybody else looking in, they must be laughing at you. And I mean you. That sector of the community. Because Manchester United is a Man City. Okay? Alright. So, we're different things, yeah? Yes, maybe a similar colouring, but our mindsets aren't the same. Okay? This was part of the now infamous Black Civil War. And what you're seeing now is, again, the building, the construction, the good things are all pushed away, all gone. And now we're back to the animalistic, stupid behaviour, the foolishness, going back and forth, cussing each other. That's all it is, and hype. And obviously, when you do all that attracts more views, and yeah, right, fine. That's where we are now. So me now as Ansar, I was looking in on this, thinking, wow. Just the other day, she was coming at us, calling us this and that, and coming at us our businesses and saying, yeah, blah blah blah, she will invest in this and blah blah. Look at her, and look now. Look now. OnlyFans, what's that about? Right, and don't forget, they may appear to be liberal, especially our Indian cousins, Asian cousins may appear to be liberal, but like the former black, the black cognitive liberal conservative elites that were there back in the day that actually had this thing on lock, they frown on such things. Frown on it. And the worst thing is, when you're loud and proud and doing foolishness like that, it doesn't look good. Do all that. Got any fans do all that stuff? I know girls who do all that. But they know their station. They know their role. By the time you're like gassing and blowing it up and you're seeing on, we don't do that. That is why you are where you are. And I'm going to make a key point. In all this, in what's happening with you in this part of the community, what's happening here, there ain't no Asian people here, you know. There's no Caucasian people here, you know. It's just that sector, arguing among themselves, battling amongst themselves as per usual, doing what you've been doing for the last 20 years. So as Anne started looking in, I'm like, wow, what's that? I'm looking at it like, wow. You know, you're like, and to be honest, you'd probably be thinking, where's the you haven't heard one word of construction yet. You haven't heard nothing about business. Notice, you haven't heard one word about business yet. Not one business side there. Group economics. No. Again, mouthing the words you heard someone else say. Mouthing the words of the past masters that are no longer here. That's one of the last remnants of words that have come down. So again, as Anne started looking in, I'm like, wow, what's that? Boy, we've got all kind of business we do. We've got Indian, as I said, Indian shoemakers, get my shoes done. Indian clothes, get my clothes done. Boy, if they built Indian cars the same quality as a Bentley or Ferrari, they'd be driving them and buying them. See? You were exposed. This was all it was. You gone full circle. So, your BSers tried to be conscious and positive, but really and truly you went back to, you reverted back to type. This is all it ever was. It's all it ever was. You know? I know that, listen, there are some people on here that I listen to, or who I rate highly, in fact. You know? I rate highly. But hey, you know, that's something else. But the usual, let me phrase this in a way that we can get get past the TikTok firewall. The usual niggerdom, the usual niggerness, is what it shows itself. The coonage, as it is. There's no prominence. That's all it is. So, like I said, guess I have to wait another 10, 15 years to start gassing away. And again, as I start looking in, I'm like, wow. She came at us, look now, arguing with her own. She's arguing with her own there. And she's a porn star. To them, you're a porn star. No, to them, you're a porn star. That's pornography to them. Because they're prude. To them, you're a porn star. Don't forget, a lot of Indian girls, they look fine, and they've got the ability to look fine and attractive without doing all that. Makes sense? Some Jamaican girls too as well. Some Jamaican girls have that art as well, without they look like that without overdoing it. But hey, it's about you. You's on OnlyFans. You look like that. That's, to them, is pornography. Nah. See, full circle, mate. You're done. You're toast. So, like I said, looking in, and so I'll be like, there you go. We wrap it up. Nobody even bother you anyway. Just say, look, there you go. Have a laugh at you. The black intelligentsia, we're like, we knew from start nothing's going to go on anyway. We knew nothing's going to occur with you guys anyway. But as you said, you want the funnel, clicks and likes and the attention, which I've given you, because I put your face in some of my videos as well. So yeah. Anyway,